Welcome to the recap of the 20th day trading this Apex Trader funded account, where I'm trading with Apex's money and keeping 90% of the profits and none of the losses. Sign up for your own Apex account with my link in the description and use my coupon code for 50% off all monthly fees. This morning, I see price find significant resistance in the supply zone. Stochastic RSI is nearing overbought, and there's also bearish divergence on accumulation distribution. AD was making equal highs and lows when price was making higher highs and higher lows. When price pushes below VWAP, the 21 EMA, and VPOC, I go short at 41.56, where all of these key levels converge, expecting price to retrace there and get rejected. With all my indicators in confluence here, I'm very confident in my short position and I set a 10-point profit target. Another no-stress trade, as price does end up flushing downwards shortly after I enter, and once again I start the day with a massive 10-point win. Price continues to push lower, and it seems like sellers are now in control. I see bearish divergence on AD as it was making lower lows and price is making higher lows. Stochastic RSI is also near overbought again, and when price pushes below the 21 EMA, I decide to go short at the 21 EMA at 41.46. After getting filled, price starts moving against me, but I stay patient as I continue to see bearish divergence on AD. Finally, the bearish divergence plays out and price flushes downwards. I don't see any resistance below, so I left my profit target at 10 points with a 4-point trailing stop loss. Unfortunately, the trailing stop loss gets hit on a big bounce, and I only get $125 in profit. It sucks to miss out on a little extra if I had kept my original 5-point profit target, but glad I followed my original trade plan and still happy with a small win. Price ends up pushing back towards the supply zone, and stochastic RSI is overbought now. I see bearish AD divergence form. AD is making lower highs when price is making higher highs, and decide to go short at 41.58, right around the value area high, the upper VWAP band, and the bottom of the supply zone. This time I set my profit target to 5 points, as this was where the 21 EMA, VWAP, and VPOC were converging, and I expected resistance here. Another beautiful no-stress trade, as price does bounce off my entry point and hits my 5-point profit target. Later in the day, after price pushes above the 21 EMA, VWAP, and VPOC, I start seeing bullish divergence on AD. AD is pushing higher when price is pushing lower. With stochastic RSI also at oversold levels, I go long at 41.52. After I get filled, price comes close to hitting my 5-point profit target, but sellers regain control on a big flush downwards and I get stopped out. Even though I lost, I actually am happy with this trade. All my indicators were in confluence and I went long at support, so I followed my trade plan and I'm okay with the outcome. So after seeing price bounce off the value area low and back above these same support levels, I see bullish divergence on AD is only increasing and decide to take another stab long at 41.52 again. This time, price does start pumping and activates my trailing 4-point stop. Unfortunately, I get stopped out when price retraces back down. Turns out I got bottom ticked as price just touched my stop loss before bouncing right back, which is super annoying. So honestly, seeing price bounce back so strong after barely stopping me out put me on tilt a little. And seeing that bullish divergence in AD was even stronger now, I went long again at 41.55, with a profit target at 41.61. Since the bullish divergence was so strong, I also decide to average down at 41.53. After getting filled, price just starts consolidating around, eventually filling me on my second contract. I start getting a little antsy due to having 2 contracts open, and decide not to wait around for this bullish divergence to play out, and I just scalp out for 3 points. So here's the rest of the day's price action. You can see that right after I closed out of the last trade early, the bullish divergence does play out and price rips upwards, hitting my original 41.61 target. Definitely was a little annoyed that I didn't stay patient when I initially had the right trade setup, but this just shows that I still need to work on my trading psychology. I'm still waiting for trading in the zone to arrive, and I can't wait to start reading it. While I think I kind of mismanaged that last trade by impatiently adjusting my profit target, today was one of the rare days where I was happy with all of my actual trade entries. I don't think I had any conflicting indicators when I made my entries, and I noticed that when I follow my trade plan, I don't get as upset if I lose them. I feel like I'm starting to nail down my strategy, and am slowly but surely growing as a trader. Thankfully, my Apex account has also been growing, and after another hugely profitable day, we are now almost at $54,000 and have hit another all-time high. The liquidation threshold will stay at 50,100 going forward, and with my risk management plan of stopping trading after losing 550 from account highs, we shouldn't be at risk of liquidation anytime soon. As always, thanks for watching. Please leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and subscribe to follow along to see if we can continue to make new highs.